Hello, YouTube. Um, so there's a story out of Georgia that, that involves a so-called racketeering scandal, which is racketeering involves mostly extortion and overall cheating. In this case, the crime was several teachers cheating on standardized tests for on behalf of their students. Um, Without the students knowing. Basically, they were erasing wrong answers for their students and running in the right answers, and this was all to um, make their school, the school they worked for, look as if it was performing better than it was. To gain, because the higher ratings a school has, the more money it gets from the state. And apparently, the trial was going on for 2 years. The jury, um, the jury in the trial finally made their decision today, and there were 11 convictions of racketeering, and it's not known or not whether the superintendent of the school district, knew of this. There's suspicion she did, but I can't say more than that. Obviously. I'm also not going to comment on the motivation of these teachers for doing this, but I think this brings up a larger issue um, involving the effectiveness of standardized testing. And the main question here is, does standardized testing inhibit teachers' ability to teach critical thinking? Because as it is now, I don't think America's education system does nearly enough to teach kids critical thinking skills. I think American public schools mainly teach regurgitation of facts that are out of context. Um, most of the things public schools teach to kids are out of context. It's just a list of requirements that kids need to know, without any knowledge of applying those facts to everyday life when they get out of school. I'm a history major in college, and I think most of the history public schools teach is largely out of context. Kids don't really get a firm grasp of how to apply that history to today's politics. So there's not really any practical application. So I just want to get some feedback. What do you think standardized testing is effective for kids, and what do you think American public schools can do better to encourage critical thinking skills? So that's really all I wanted to say here. Leave your input below in the comments. Peace.